Hey, what's up coders, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you one of the cool Flutter library, which is the Simple FoldingCell Widget. And using this widget I have created this small app where it's called the calendar app. It shows you all your schedule for the day, and it's basically a list view of your schedules, and if you click on the schedule it flips and it shows you the details of it. So here it's not just the one list view, you can click on any of the list view and it shows you the details. So I've used it as one of the use cases. You can also try using it as a quiz app where you can show the question and when you flip it displays the answer, and or you could use it as an image where you can display a banner image, and if you click on it, it displays more details about the image. So if I have to cover the entire code of this video with all the details, it would be more than an hour's video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it into parts. So today I'm going to cover the structure of the video, which is like how to create the simple folding cell widget and get this kind of multicolor, that is two color sections in your front, and then when you click on it, how do you get these two colors. So later I'll cover how to add these sections. So let's get started. Alright, to start up with, we have a simple stateless widget with an app bar and an app bar which has a title and an icon button. So I'm going to start from the body section, which is basically a container, and inside the container I'm just going to give a custom color to my container, and then I'm going to add a child which is a list view, because our schedules are displayed in terms of a list view. So this list view is an vertical list view. You can also make it horizontal list view. So I'm going to give a scroll direction which is vertical, and then I'm going to start with my children widget. So to start up with, well, before that you also need two things to be done, which I forgot. The first thing is that you need the dependency, which is the folding cell. I'll leave a link in the description regarding this particular library. So once you've done this, you need to get your packages, and then you need to import this folding cell package. So once you're set with it, you would be able to use the library. So inside my children widget, I'm going to create a container, and my container contains a child, which is nothing but a simple folding. This is the so this is the one that actually creates the folding cell widget. So it has three factors in it. So the first factor is the front widget. When I say the front widget, it's this entire section, and the inner top widget is when you click on it, you have a top and you have a bottom. So whatever you add in these parameters are the ones that's getting displayed here. So we will focus on each of these sections in the later video. So first we will cover the bone structure of the layout. So the front widget, I'm just gonna give a custom function where I'm going to define all the details of it, and the inner top, so I'm just going to define the same names for simplicity. And then inner bottom widget, which is the same. So it's a function. I'm just going to enclose it with a. Okay, there you go. And you can also control the cell size of these folding cells. So it's basically that how much do you want the height and the width, and also you can add a padding to it. So you have a parameter called cell size. So and there I'm going to give the width as the media query, so that it picks up the size of the screen. Context dot it's the size dot width, but height is something that I'm going to define, which is 175, because I wanted it quite bigger so that it could add more details. If it's just one line, you could reduce the size. And I'm also going to give a padding factor so that it looks more elegant. And on all the sides, I'm going to give 10. So, okay, I think it's an uppercase. Yes. There you go. So I have defined my simple folding cell. Now I have to define each of my front widget, inner top widget, and the inner bottom widget. So let's start with the front widget. So to start with the front widget, you could have a single plain color, or you could have even 3 sections. I have divided into 2 sections with a circular border in it. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do it. It's basically a row with an expanded containers inside it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing would be to create the front widget. And the return type of this is a container. So the return type is a container, and inside the container, first I'm going to give a color to the container, so which is the custom color. So I'm just going to pick it up. And also I'm going to give another factor, which is the alignment, and I'm going to ensure that it's in the center. And then I'm going to give a child, which is a row, and then a children widget inside it. And here I'm going to give an expanded. Now I'm going to I think I already have a video explaining about the expanded widget, so I'll leave a link in the description if you want to know more about it. So I'm gonna, this entire thing is I'm gonna use an expanded so that I can give a flexibility of 1 to this and 2 to this. In case if you want 3 columns, you could say flex of 1, 1, 1, so that all your child elements are given equal flexibility and there is no constraints on them. So I'm going to use expanded, and inside that I'm going to create I'm going to give a flex factor of 1, and then it's a child, and there's a container inside it. This is the container that we're going to define, the first container, which is the one which is in the purple color. This one we're going to define. So this is nothing but it's a decoration, and it's a box decoration. And I'm gonna give a border radius, and it's a circular one with a radius of 15, so that I get that curve on the corners, which is circular 15. And then I'm going to give a color to my container, that's the box, so which is a custom color. So there you go. So we are done with the first one, which is the front widget. So next, moving on to the inner top widget. Well, no, I think we're just done with one container, which is the purple. We got to cover this white section, so we need another expanded section, but this time I'm just going to use a flex of 2, and the color would be white. So I could just use colors dot white. There you go. So now I've created this front widget which is the purple section and the white section. So we have covered now the front widget. Now next, moving on to the inner top widget and inner bottom widget. So the layout is very simple. So it's just a container with a color. So I'm gonna quickly do that for you. So it's again a container. So I'm going to change that to an inner widget, and the return type is a container as well. And the top container is of this color. So I'm just going to pick the same color, and so it's going to be a color. Yeah. Okay, the return is a semicolon. Okay, so this is my inner top widget, and the same goes with my inner bottom widget. And the only difference is the color of this is white. So let's quickly add the color, and if you build it, right now there is only one container. So in the list view you can see only one cell. So I'm going to quickly build this and show you how it's going to look like. Well, the application has built successfully, and now you can see that it's listing the first container inside our list view. Since we have added only one, it's displaying the only one. So I'm going to duplicate this and show you how another element would look like. And if I do a hot restart, well, there you go. So you see another element. So as I mentioned, the front widget is this section, and when I click on it, I can see my inner top widget and my inner bottom widget. So it's not only the first one clickable, you can click on any of the list item. So as I mentioned in this video, I've covered the basic layout of the calendar page that I'm building. So in my coming series, you would see the content for the first section, how to add it in this block and this block, and then the series would continue. Hope you like this video. Please give it a like and subscribe. Thank you.